Summertime in Arkansas means finding that perfect swimming hole, and I think we found it. Falling Water Falls near Ben Hur in the Ozark National Forest. To get to Falling Water Falls from Pelser along Highway 7, take Highway 16 for 9.8 miles past Ben Hur, then turn onto Forest Road 1205, also County Road 68, at the Falling Water Falls Horse Camp sign. Go 2.3 miles and Falling Water Falls will be off to your right. This really is the perfect swimming hole because it offers all the aspects of the ideal swimming hole, not to mention the obvious attempts throughout the years of tweaking and retying the rope swing, and kind of looks like it needs to be retied again. During our shoot, the Rhodes family from California, who were visiting other members of their family, couldn't say enough about this classic Arkansas swimming hole.
I think the swimming hole is amazing. The water's so clean. In California, the water is not as clean. I also like that there's not any graffiti. There's no trash, no beer cans. It's a genuine, when you think of a swimming hole, when you dream of a swimming hole, this is what you would dream of, definitely. And it's everything you could wish for. It's waterfalls, it's clear blue water, no trash, no graffiti. It's pretty private. There's a creek. There's sun, butterflies, it's really great. I like it.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's a 10.
Wow.
I don't think, I've been to a decent amount of swimming holes and none of them are this clean or pretty. It's definitely nature.
I've been to Yosemite and a lot of cool places, but this one, really top of my list.
Wow.
Yes. Done a lot of hot swimming holes with waterfalls as well. Not this one, definitely one of the top ones.
What do you like about it?
I definitely like the fact that it's got the waterfall over, and you can go underneath the waterfall behind on the cave, and you can actually stand behind it. So that right there, it's amazing.
This swimming hole is awesome. Aside from all the other places that we've been to here in Arkansas, this is the best.
I like how the water's so cool and how it's like always flowing and stuff, but it's not really flowing in August. I like it because my dad likes it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I lived in California for quite a few years and went to the High Sierras and Big Sur along the coast, and there are just numerous picture spots there that you want to jump off the water into. But this place compares to those by far it's just wonderful. I mean, I can't tell that I'm not in the Sierras in California. It's that good. It's just a great spot.
Well, there you go. Arkansas, the natural state.
Yes, sir. I tell you, when I found this spot, I go, oh my God, I missed the West so much, but I've got this spot now, and I can be there anytime by coming here.
Well, so far, the Falling Water Falls swimming hole has been ranked #1 with everyone except for Michael Rhodes.
I think that it's really clear, and it's #2 on my top swimming list.
Ah, #2. What's #1?
Steel Creek.
Steel Creek. That's a good area too, yeah, on the Buffalo River. We might add that Falling Water Falls is also popular with kayakers when the water is really up, with the thrill of going over them. Yeah, but that's for another segment. This is the famous and formidable Plum Point that Mark Twain wrote about in his book, Life on the Mississippi. It was also the location of the 10,000-acre Souci plantation, and not to mention, one of only 2 Civil War gunboat battles that took place on the Mississippi River. Souci Landing is located southeast of Osceola off Highway 61, which is the Great River Road, at the end of State Highway 198. Souci means without care or fancy-free in French. It was the name given to the area by a young couple, John and Georgia McGavick, who moved into this plantation home after it was constructed in 1854, about a half mile from the Mississippi River.
There was a general on Belle Meade in Tennessee, and he came over into this area and saw the value of the land. So he bought over 10,000 acres of it. He had a nephew to get married, a John McGavick to get married. He married a lady named Georgia, and I don't really know her last name. They came over in this area and they built a plantation. For a plantation house, it was not the biggest in the world, but it was the biggest one around here. Like most plantation house, each room was named, but instead of having a color such as red, blue, green, whatever, they decided to build each room of a different wood. And they had the pecan room, the oak room, the walnut room. Each room was a different wood because there were that many woods in this area. It was swampland and woods was all it was. The porch across the front of the plantation did not have the white columns as most plantations of that time did. It had cypress limbs, cypress trees with the roots as the bottom of the post. And it was a very unusual house even for that time. It was used during the Civil War as a military hospital. The Union used it as a hospital. We weren't too far from Fort Pillow. There were no major battles fought in the area. There were a lot of skirmishes.
One of those skirmishes was the Battle of Plum Run Bend in 1862, which was one of only 2 Civil War gunboat fleet engagements on the Mississippi. After about an hour of gunfire, the Confederates defeated the Union Navy by sinking the Federal ironclad Cincinnati and badly damaging the Mound City. Both boats, though, were later raised, repaired, and returned to service within a couple of months.
There is a story, I have never found proof of this, but there is a story that when if a soldier died, they buried him in the backyard. And when Georgia McGavick came back home after the Civil War, anybody that wanted the body sent back to their families, she sent them, because she knew that the river would wash a lot of that area away. So she did send as many bodies back home as she could. As far as we know, there are no grave sites in that area now. The home stood until 1923, and then it caught fire and burned up. And so we don't have the home to still show. It's gone now. But we do have a lot of pictures, and we do have a lot of the history of the Souci plantation. And we really enjoy knowing about it. They were very involved in the Civil War. They ran the world the way they wanted to. You know, they came into Osceola when they got ready to. They did what they wanted to and made a good farm out of land that was swampland. After the Civil War, their daughter, they had one child, a daughter, and she married a Gaither, a Mr. Gaither, and their oldest son during World War I wanted to be a pilot in the United States Air Force. And he went into England. Before he left, he had a painting done. And this painting was of himself in his uniform, and he gave it to his wife and 2 sons. He never came back home. He was shot down within a few months over France, and they never found his body. They did have a memorial service for him, but they never knew where he was. They knew he was in a forest, and that's all they knew. And a few years ago, the grandson and the great-grandson came into Osceola and brought the painting and donated it because they said it was time for John McGavick Gaither to come home.
Mac Gaither, as he was called, kept a detailed diary of his aviation training and combat experience, and that diary was used as a basis for the World War I book Warbirds, Diary of an Unknown Aviator, which later was also produced as a TV film documentary.
It gives me a dizzy feeling every time I hear of the men that are gone. And they have gone so fast I can't keep track of them. Every time 2 pilots meet, it is only to swap news of who's killed. But to me, they aren't dead yet. They're just around the corner, I think, and I'm still expecting to run into them anytime.
As the Mississippi County Historical Society explains it, the history and story of the Souci plantation, her beginnings, endings, people, and events, is one of courage and determination, and serves as a lasting legacy of one family. Bradley Park within the town limits of Jasper along the Little Buffalo River is one of those sweet little spots that you come across every now and then. That's not only has a couple of good fishing holes in it, but also a couple of excellent swimming holes. But for now, my eye is over there on that big smallmouth I saw earlier. As in most cool, clear streams of the Ozarks and Ouachitas, here in the Little Buffalo as well, smallmouth bass are the fish of choice, lurking among woody debris, boulders, overhangs, and other structures in streams. They are known to often strike a lure multiple times. I was hoping one would strike mine just once. That's all I asked. Granted, the fish were a jumpin', they just weren't a bitin'. Bradley Park in Jasper is one of those picture-perfect parks with something to offer for everyone. In fact, many towns and cities no doubt wish they had a facility like this. As with your typical park, there are the softball fields and tennis and basketball courts, but then you have this. Instead of a cement pond like most city parks have, you have a cool mountain stream with picturesque bluffs for swimming hole fun at its finest. Yes, all you need are your floaties, a swim mask, and you're set for underwater adventure. Enjoying all the cooling off benefits of the Little Buffalo River this day was the Newton County 4-H Summer Camp Group.
Our summer camp gets to use this part of the park for our swim time, and it just works out great. It's a little private area, you know, but it offers lots of stuff, lots of good swimming. The kids enjoy fishing here, catching crawdads and bugs and anything they can find, so it's a nice area. We work on a 5-week program, so each week has a theme. This week we're on agriculture, so they do some agriculture type activities, maybe learning about some different animals, some different things like that. Next week we will do science and technology, so they'll do some building of different things. They'll do egg drop experiments. We tie-dye t-shirts. Next week we have a trip planned to a cave here in the area that we go to, take the kids for that. The staff is actually going to go zip lining later during that week. So we do lots of activities, lots of crafts, things like that, scavenger hunts.
A quick check back on the fishing, still nothing. At this point, I would have been thrilled just to snag one of the little sunfish that are in this stream. By the way, there is another popular swimming hole along the Little Buffalo River here in Jasper. Just off Little Bluff Road, about 50 yards or so, there's Little Bluff itself, with one of those Indian Trail sign looking trees and a rope swing attached to it. This obviously is the bigger kids swimming hole, and for those adults who are kids at heart. And even if you don't take a dip here, you can take a lot of real nice pictures. So anyway, back to the fishing again, or non-fishing. Bait does not work today. Man, wrong bait, wrong time of the day. With about 600 species of wildflowers and 1,000 miles of designated wildflower routes, the Arkansas Highway Department has given us this. Very pleasing to the eye on the roadways, not to mention cutting down on maintenance costs because you don't have to mow as much. Something that I think I'll incorporate in my own backyard. Yeah, that's the ticket. Wildflowers. As you might have guessed, with 1,000 miles or so of highways as designated wildflower routes and more being added, the map showing those routes is kind of like looking at spaghetti. We chose 3 sections of highways across the state for this segment so as to get a glimpse of as many different wildflowers as possible. First, we took Highway 8 between Fordyce and Arkadelphia through Dallas County, and then Highway 51 southwest of Arkadelphia. And finally, Scenic Highway 7 north of Russellville. Maintenance practices along all of the routes allow annual and perennial wildflowers to prosper and return year after year. The Wildflower Route program preserves not only existing wildflower populations, but also establishes new roadside wildflowers with seed donated by sponsors. Along with helping to reduce long-term maintenance costs, the Wildflower program also enhances roadside wildlife habitat, preserves native plant populations, and of course provides an attractive roadside environment. An interesting area that's worthwhile to get out of your vehicle and take a closer look at is the Terre Nord Natural Area along Highway 51, a little more than 5 miles southwest of Arkadelphia. This happens to be one of the highest quality blackland prairies remaining in the state. No matter which routes you decide to take, it's unlikely that you'll run into any 2 exactly similar species of wildflowers, especially if you go during different times of the year as the blooms progress from early spring all the way into late summer. So check out all the Arkansas wildflower routes throughout the natural state on your next Sunday afternoon drive. And for more on this destination and to order a copy of an episode, visit our expanded website at aetn.org/exploringarkansas. And don't forget to like our Exploring Arkansas Facebook fan page. And we'll see you again the next time for another exciting adventure on Exploring Arkansas.